Hello and welcome to BIMUN TV. I'm Lanka-Szigeti Farkas.
And I'm Vicky O, and we are going to do an interview with the project manager and the deputy project manager of BIMUN today.
We are here with
Sonja Foll and Mira Schleihernagy.
Okay, so first of all, guys, can you give us a little summary of what you do as project managers?
Basically everything. Our job is to coordinate this about 40-member organizing team, to delegate the tasks, to oversee the whole organizing process, and to make sure that everything runs smoothly. Yes.
And how far in advance did you start working?
Last year, in June, I think, we started the selection of the organizing members for this year's BIMUN. But the real work starts in September.
We know that you are both been delegates before, and why did you decide to join the organizing team instead of continuing to do the professional part, and what other roles have you tried before?
I just saw a poster on the wall which said that they are looking for creative managers, and I decided that why shouldn't I try, and I really liked the community, I really liked the whole experience, so I decided to continue on as an organizer. And yeah, I've been a creative manager before.
I've been asked for this position by my former boss, Miss Sonja Papik. She was last year's project manager, and my history teacher, Miss Tünde Holig, the mentor teacher of this BIMUN program. And then I started thinking about this, and I thought that why not, and I accepted.
So how does your day typically look like during the preparation period as opposed to during the conference itself?
Since we have to organize a lot of things, there are periods of times when we try to do one thing, and there's a period of time when we try to do another thing. But I would say that we communicate a lot with the others. We have to keep in contact. We have to ask everyone if everything's ready or not. And here during the conference, it's basically the same, but we have to ask them if everything went smoothly or not. But if you'd like to add anything, then feel free to.
Yes, what I did most of the time is that every afternoon I sat down, I rechecked every little messenger group chat, and I wrote in every group chat their tasks for the next day. I checked if there are any more open questions that I have to answer, if anyone needs help with anything.
How many group chats do you have?
I don't want to count too many.
How do you divide responsibilities between the two of you? Like, would you say you work more as an equal team, or there is an assistant boss
Dynamic
between you?
I would say there is, yes. What I experience is that most of the organizing heads ask me for advice, and they come to me if they have any problem. Sometimes I try to re-coordinate them to Sonja. For example, if we have two very difficult programs which are in the same time slot, then I divide these two programs between the two of us, and then I tell the heads that, for example, the head of the supervisory board should go to Sonja and ask her for advice, and then I take the conference managers and coordinate the committee dinners.
Yeah. Yesterday, this exact thing happened because the optional programs happened in the morning, and the committee dinner happened in the afternoon. So she had to prepare for the committee dinner, so I was in charge of the optional programs.
Was it hard?
Yes, extremely. The committee dinners, that was unimaginably hard. We had to collect this money from every participant, separately from the admin staff, from the chairs, from the rapporteurs, from the delegations, from the individual delegates. We had to count this money and then reorganize this whole money into committees. So yes, it was extremely hard.
And then after the money was collected, we had to get every person to their restaurants. We had to sit them down, and then we had to pay for the dinner.
So are there any teams that are more connected to you and need more of your help, and teams that are more independent? Can you name them?
Yes, definitely. I'm very connected with the conference management team, also the head of the supervisory board. Teams that are more independent are, for example, the BIMUN TV team, which has done an extremely wonderful job without needing much coordination or help. The IT managers are also wonderful. They don't need much guidance. Also the video team and the media, I don't have to deal a lot with them. But yes, there are teams that need more support and guidance.
This is not paid advertisement, by the way.
In BIMUN, I'm sure that there is a lot of unexpected, stressful situations when something goes wrong, especially in your position. Are you the ones who usually deal with those problems, and how can you solve situations like this?
I would say that we are definitely the ones who deal with the problems. Like, we get informed if there is an issue, and then we try to coordinate the teams to solve it. Or if I can solve it by myself, then maybe, or we can solve it by ourselves, then we try to solve it. But usually it's not our job.
So,
yeah.
What I have learned through this whole organizing process is that the most important thing that we have to do is to focus on problem solving. So for example, when someone calls me with a crisis, with a huge problem, we mustn't start looking for people to blame. We shouldn't start shouting at these organizers who made the mistake. We should focus on solving the problem in a calm manner, and after that we can talk with these organizers and figure out who made a mistake, and next time how can we avoid it. But it is crucial that we start and focus on the problem solving itself and not look for people to blame.
And I also feel that if we're stressed, or if we start to be nervous about the crisis happening, then the other teams will also get worried, or they will also start panicking. And I think if we don't keep our demeanor calm, then everyone will panic.
do you guys usually stay calm then?
I try to, yes, most of the time. I can get annoyed very easily, but here I know that I have to prioritize staying calm, and I have to prioritize that I have to react in a calm manner, because I am the one that people turn to when they make mistakes. So yes, I try my best.
Yeah, but yesterday I was also a bit stressed during the committee dinner, and when I felt that I was maybe a bit harsher with someone who I shouldn't have, I just apologized and I told them that I'm sorry, I'm just extremely stressed if it's going to be right or not.
So is there anything you would improve or change in this year's conference if you could? It's okay if there isn't. No, it's perfect.
Obviously, I don't think that there is such as a perfect conference. Like, something will, some inconvenience happens everywhere. Like, there is no way that everything can go perfectly, and I believe that that's normal, and we can learn from that. And if it would be perfect, then it wouldn't even be human. So
I would improve the communication between the heads a bit more, but other than that, I think that so far everything is great, and I am very proud of the whole organizing team, because we have managed to solve big problems, and I have asked many participants and they all said very positive things about the dinners and every program that we have organized so far, so I am very satisfied with our results so far.
Are there any stories or moments you have from any of the conference you attended that were really memorable?
Well, for me, probably BIMUNs are the most memorable conferences I have attended. And I wouldn't only say that during the conference. But for example, we had an organizer weekend when we went to a house to do some team building, and that was for me very memorable. But like, there are a lot of funny situations happening through the conference, so I think all of them.
I also really enjoyed the camp for the organizers, and there we made a video which I hope will come out soon. It's a sort of meet the organizers video, and I really enjoyed the shooting of that. It was very fun. Everyone had creative ideas. Yes.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Maybe I have one story with you and a creative manager from last year's conference. We were having lunch in like a small kitchen here, and I don't exactly remember how it happened, but Mira said that she will ask ChatGPT something, and she started to talk with ChatGPT, and after a short time she asked it to write a poem about me and the creative manager Petko, and it.
Sorry for the interruption. I think that at that time when we were having this dinner, it was the newest update of ChatGPT that you could actually talk to it and it can answer. And there were different kind of voices that we could choose from, and we chose the voice that was sort of bored, and we asked it to write a poem about the three of us.
Yeah, and it couldn't pronounce her name correctly, and we were just laughing so hard. I actually, I almost choked on my food, I think, because while this happened, we were eating. So yeah, that was very memorable. Ever since that, I called that creative manager by the name ChatGPT gave him. So it was very funny.
And this is not one moment. This is sort of happening throughout the whole conference. But what I enjoy very much is that my cooperation with the Secretary General, Miss Petra Sipos, is going very, very well. And what I love is that we somehow complete each other so well that when she is stressed, I can help and calm her down. When I am stressed, then she can help me. And somehow this relationship just works so well, and we can calm each other when we need. And we know that together we can solve any problem that comes in our way.
Yeah, I would like to add that me personally, I feel this with like a lot of organizers. I feel that if I need help, then there is always someone I can turn to, or if I'm just stressed, then I can always just talk to someone who will listen to me and calm me down maybe. So I feel that the organizer team is amazing this year, and it was amazing last year too. So you did a great job.
Oui.
Okay.
So Sonia, this is your year of being a deputy project manager, which means that you are going to be the project manager next year. Are you looking forward to it?
Obviously. Well, I will miss Mira. I don't know what I will do without her, but I'll try my best. I try to learn from this year's mistakes, but I feel that there aren't too many big mistakes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And Mira, what are your plans for next year?
Lean back and enjoy the conference from a different perspective. I have worked a lot this year, and I really want a break next year. I don't know yet what I will do. Maybe I will be a chair again. I was a chair already once before. I just want to lean back and enjoy the conference.
What new skills did you guys develop during BIMUN?
I think that anyone who joins this organizing team will experience that their problem-solving skills have improved a lot throughout the whole organizing process of this conference. Also, I hope that the communicational skills also improve, and I think that these two are the most important. And for the people that have their own groups, for example, the head of staff, the head of the supervisory board, or us, we also improve in our leadership qualities, and we learn a lot of very, very useful lessons about leadership.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree.
If someone wants to join the organizing team, do you think they would need also these skills?
Well, I think you don't necessarily have to have great leadership skills at the beginning of your organizer journey. I feel that you need to have the motivation to learn, the motivation to work, and the motivation to gain new experiences, and if you're capable to grow through this conference, then you'll be an amazing organizer, I think.
I think it depends very much on the position that you take, but in general, I think that you need to be mentally strong in order to handle this workload that people have to deal with while being an organizer. Other than that, it really depends on the position.
So thank you so much for joining us, and good luck for the rest of the conference.
Thank you very much.